Hello everybody, Adam Parks here with another episode of Why We Go, the series where we travel around the country going to various conferences and getting to know why people like each individual show. Today I am here with absolute industry legend and one of my best friends, Dara Tarkowski, who is not only one of the owners of the CRS and DCS shows, but also just an extremely well-known attorney around the space who's been really focused on developing what I would call some of the best content that I've ever had the privilege of learning from. Bringing in keynote speakers from overseas seems to be her forte, so to speak. But Dara, from your perspective, why do people come to CRS? What's the purpose of this particular show?
So, first and foremost, prior to being an owner of CRS, I was also an attendee and a supporter of CRS. I've been coming to the show for a really long time. And part of the reason that CRS itself is so special is it takes on a few different roles. Mm-hmm. One, obviously, the entire arm industry is focused, dependent, and reliant upon originating creditors, banks, Absolutely. Credit unions, non-bank originating lenders, new BNPL providers now, fintechs, you name it. And unlike some other industry shows, CRS is very focused on that audience. The content is focused on that audience. We take a lot of time and effort to make sure that the vendor-creditor ratio is as it should be. This show really is about the banks. Mm-hmm. And that's really, really important because it frames everything we do, the attention to every detail, but more importantly, the content. And since, having the benefit of being able to take over this show as well as DCS in the fall, we are hyper focused on bringing together not only great content, but unique content and content that you're not going to find at other industry shows. We have the benefit of not being a trade association, so we don't have to focus on legislative fundraising and lobbying and things of that nature because the trade associations really do an excellent job of that. So here, it's really focused on learning and getting deals done.
Well, and that really falls well into your expertise. For those of you that haven't watched Dara's podcast, I highly suggest it. It's definitely become a staple in my learning environment around the space, not only to keep me plugged in with what's happening in receivables management, but what's happening from a creditor's perspective. And for me, that's incredibly important to understand not only the perspective that we see, but the perspective of those that we're buying from and ultimately partnering with in a debt buying scenario.
Yeah, so the days of those siloed different types of industry organizations and conferences are very much becoming a thing of the past. And what we're doing and what we hope to continue to do and grow and build on in the future is really sort of bridging that gap because there are so many overlapping concentric circles. So between the originating creditors, new and innovative technology, and then all of the services that are required to support those banks and originating creditors, that's our industry. So we're hoping to not keep it all separate. We're really trying to blend the two. Interesting new uses of data, super focused on technology. And my podcast, Tech on Reg, it's now 3 years old. We focus on the intersection of law, technology, and highly regulated industry. So it's stuff that I've been talking about for years and years, and I'm so excited to be able to do it live with, really, really smart people, fantastic attendees, in a beautiful space. And it's the other thing I'd say, about CRS. We really do spend so much time, effort, and attention to detail about the experience, the location, the food, small details. What do our exhibitors need? What do sponsors need? And we really want everyone to derive as much value from the time and capital that they're, using to commit to us. To make it the best possible experience for everyone. As a longtime exhibitor and sponsor of other places, I know the things that drove me nuts. So we want that experience to be the opposite here. mean, really from the bottom of my heart, can't tell you how much it means to all of us here on the CRS team to have your support of so many fantastic attendees, exhibitors, sponsors for some of you guys for decades. So thank you again. Without you, there is no us. Yeah, and it's been a fantastic show so far.
No, CRS 2023 has been absolutely fantastic, and honestly, I can't wait to see what you guys have planned for DCS this year. It's going to be an exciting fall, and hope to see a lot of you there. Thank you so much, and thank you so much. I really appreciate your time.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys.
See y'all again soon.